Hello, this is Albert again, and today I'm going to make a commentary of my other game with real chess, so let's just get into it. Alright, let's just open the app. Real chess is actually a very fantastic online multiplayer chess, and I use it because it is with Android. So it is one of my past games, so let's just have a look at the replay. I'm not sure which one I should take, so let's just have a look at one of the long games here. So probably this one with Anton from Russia. I'll just have pick this one, number 28. Okay. I think I clicked the wrong one. It's loading. I'll just try to get back a little here because I'm not sure which game I was picking. So sorry. Let's just have a look. Okay, let's just try to pick this one versus Roy Mujica from Indonesia. It's loading. Alright, for this game I'm not sure what tactic I use or what happens here, so let's just get into it. I'm white and then my enemy is black. So what happens here is e4 and then e5, which is a Sicilian opening. It's fantastic. And then knight f3 followed by a defending move d6, which is trying to defend the pawn at e5. And then I'm trying to fianchetto my bishop, so I move to b3. And then what happens here is the Roy moved the bishop to g4, trying to attack my knife in f3 square. What I did was I ignored this. I just opened up g3 and then I was trying to fianchetto the bishop in a white square, so I'm trying to move the bishop from f1 to bishop f2 later on. And then Roy's queen move from the initial position to f6, and I just move my bishop from f to g2. And then this is actually a very interesting move because I think it's a bit passive. And what he did was moving the knight from g8 to h6, and what I did was just kick my pawn from h2 to h3, trying to attack the bishop at g4. So what happened here, the bishop is kick away. It moved from h4 back to d7, and I continue my plan to fianchetto the bishop in both sides, which is bishop to b2. And then this is another interesting move. I think it's because black wants to castle, short castle the king, and what he did was moving bishop from f to e7. I opened the C file, which is one of the favorite tactic I have because I don't want any trouble with the middle square, so I just open it up. So c4, and of course black castles as planned. I move my knight to c3, trying to occupy the middle square and then make a post possibly in the middle because it's pretty weak, because black bishop is not fianchettoed. So what he did was pawn to c5, and this is actually an interesting move because Actually, it's trying to do mirroring or to do same, and then we will see the difference between fianchetto bishop that I have here compared to black centralized bishop at E and D, D and E squares, D and E7 squares. Actually, I believe in this game that these bishops are not pretty strong because it's not actually attacking anything in main diagonal, which is where the king will be located later on. So I took advantage of this move, of the previous move, because now knight is sitting comfortably in the middle of the chessboard, and then it's actually cannot be taken by any pawn, so there is no significant attack can be directed to the knight, so it is making a comfortable outpost in the middle. Now this knight I believe is actually very dangerous, and then I believe it's not nice for black because it's attacking the queen at f6 and e7 at the same time. So what does black do with this? It has to be responded with something, probably just moving the queen at the moment, but then this will be a serious thing if this is not responded. So queen moves to e6, and of course I took advantage of this. So the knight goes to c7, and then what happens here is actually attacking the rook and the queen at the same time. The rook is at a8, and then the queen is at e6. So the rook cannot move anywhere because it is trapped at a8, and then the queen has to move because the queen is much more valuable. So what happens here, of course, is very silly because it doesn't move any of these both valuable things. So basically knight a6, and I will put a double question mark of this because it doesn't actually respond to the attack. So basically I just took the queen, bishop takes, and I already have advantage, so I just want to make it more aggressive. I move the queen to e2, and battery is low, okay, so I'll just make it quickly. And of course I do the long castle later on, but then the knight attacks here. I don't care about the attack, I just make the long castle immediately. Even though knight can take e2, I just move my king there, so there is no imminent threat here. The queen is already gone, and then there is no direct attack, so I just attack back the knight, kick it away. It goes back to knight to b4, and then I was trying to strengthen my attack in the main diagonal, or actually to direct it to black's king by moving my bishop to f1, and then of course, yeah, black tries to counterattack by moving the pawn to a5. Queen goes to e3, just trying to open up the space for the bishop later on. And it still goes to, the pawn marches to a4, and then of course queen goes here to c3. Is trying to make a possession of the main diagonal black squares. Now the knight suddenly moves there. It's actually, I'm not sure why, maybe trying to change direction or trying to protect the pawn at e5. I was just trying to stop the pawn now. Now it takes, pawn takes b3, queen takes because it can, and then knight takes there, knight moves there, sorry, knight moves to a5, trying to attack the queen. The queen just easily goes back, and then okay, so this is f5, trying to attack the pawn at e4, and then of course bishop goes to d3, trying to protect both the pawn at c4 and e4. Pawn takes, bishop take, and then bishop actually tries to counter or close the attack from my bishop, from the white bishop. But then, you know, bishop just takes very easily, and then knight takes. It's just exchange of pieces, and then queen just moves there, just trying to protect the pawn at c4. But it's basically just exchanging pieces because white has a big advantage, and also trying to set up an attack to the black's king size at hg and then f files. Now bishop to b2, trying to make a battery of attack to g7. Now this is a saving move maybe, or just trying to buy time by moving to h6 the pawn, and then trying to kick the knight at f5 by moving g4, sorry, and the knight actually just try to slides in the hole to h4. Knight takes, of course, and then bishop takes, and then it's just marching of pawn trying to attack the king side of black. Now bishop goes back to f6, probably trying to defend the main diagonal. But then, you know, slowly but surely the pawn goes to attack the king side. And this is actually an interesting move because it tries to counter. So as you can see here, you know, it's the pawn is actually very limited, and then tries to counter the white attack, but then bishop there is actually occupied to sort of defend the central part. So as you can see, it will be it cannot cover both sides of the attack, which is from the rook side of white and also from the queen side. So as you can see, I just take, so h takes g5, and then of course h takes g5 back, and trying to annoy the bishop by moving rook to h6. King tries to protect, and then double up the rook. So now white is threatening mate by moving, if there's nothing else, by moving its rook later to h7. It will be mate. So what should black do? Now this is actually a very bad mistake. It doesn't actually acknowledge the mate threat, so it doesn't move the king at all, it doesn't move anything, it doesn't double up the rook, it doesn't sacrifice. So the next move, that was a very bad move. Rook from a go to e8. Now this is a mistake, and then what happens is white just punishes by making a mate. Okay, so rook to h7, checkmate. So that's the end of this game. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, actually, it's not the end. I'm sorry. But yeah, the next one will be the end. Alright. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching.